Hello, this is Goto. Welcome back to Season 2 of Hub Puzzle Series. I have logged out over here in the Autumn Falls. I had some bonus clips over here where I was just doing a few, and by a few I mean a lot of sightseer puzzles that I had found. But looks like over here we've logged in next to a couple of logic grids, so let's go ahead and knock those out. Um, Looks like we're gonna have some snake of some sort. Let's see here. We gotta connect all light cells. And all dark regions have area 4. Okay, so right here at the start we have a decision whether we make our snake go to the right, which then it's gonna end over somewhere. Or we make it go left, which is going to make it end over here. Um... Considerations. Doing dark regions of Area 4 with the snake is actually kind of tricky. I think regardless of which way we're going, we're going to have to do this. So if we go right from this initial starting point, we're going to have a dark square here, which means then we're going to have to come up through here. Trying to visualize. I feel like it's a lot to visualize. Let me just go ahead and doodle it down. So that's going to look like this. This can't go here. This can't be dark because then it makes a light tile just go into the corner here. So this one would have to be light then dark. Then that one has to be dark. This is looking like okay so far, actually. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Cool. Good start, good start. Alright, now we got a 5 pipper. Connect all light cells and dark regions have area 2. My initial impression is that this looks like it might be easier than the one we just did, but we will see. Do we need a dark cell up here? We do need one over here somewhere, so we can have that. We will need one up here, so we'll have both of them. That needs to come out over there. Then over here, I think we're gonna want to do... Let's see, this has to be light, because otherwise it makes a big problem for us. Alright. When your 5 pipper is easier than your 4 pipper. And then we have a sightseer. Where are we looking? We are looking up a mountain with some logic grids on it, huh? Where do we have these logic grids? I see a 3 and a 4 pipper. One of them's a music grid. Let's look around here. Oh, here it is. Music grid, 3 pipper, and then a 4 pipper logic grid. So we must be looking up here like this, but from somewhere slightly different, maybe on this cliff edge here. Alright, what is not lined up here? We need to be closer. There we go. Can't really see the 4 pipper in the actual view from down here, but sure, I'll take it. Alright. Let's do a quick look to see what puzzles we actually have available here today. So, No matchboxes, that's impressive. Only one sightseer, 4 leitmotifs, 1 sentinel stone. A lot of hidden cubes, okay. 3 hidden archways, 6 rings. 11 grids, 2 music grids, and that's it for grids. 2 new glide rings, okay. A lot of match 3s, a phasic dial, and 1 of the shifting mosaics. And then 1 crystal labyrinth, okay. Maybe we just try to, like, see realistically what it looks like to get 100% in an area in a day using the power-ups. I think it's a realistic thing to achieve with the power-ups. Without the power-ups, like, I'm not sure. I feel like that would be like a 1-2 hour run around here, constantly looking for puzzles, looking at every single nook and cranny, but with the power-up, I feel more confident to be like, yeah, we can do that. Oh, here's the shifting mosaic we need even. Looks like we need to scoot everything down here. Alright. And that's already one of the puzzles we need to find. We won't need to find any more of those today. We'll need to find a good amount of match 3s, and I'm not super familiar with all of the wall tile locations yet. Let's see. I don't think we saw any rolling block puzzles, right? Rolling block puzzle. Nope, all of those are done. Here's one of the logic grids. Alright, we got this to start. Is this all we have? The domino rule? Okay, well... actually ends up being quite a lot of information it gives us. I thought we were going to be, like, grasping at straws here to try to figure out where to start this puzzle, but nope, not really the case. Is there any reason this should not be dark? Yes, because if this is dark, this can't be dark, so that must be dark. Otherwise, if, like, this was dark over here, it wouldn't matter if this was like this or like this, so it must be this one. The unique forcing solution. We need 1 light cell over here, which means there has to be a dark here. Alright. Okay, let's see, we're wanting to find some... I don't want to start the floor, but I just wanted to look at the time on it, okay. Wanting to find puzzle radars to go with, but as long as we keep finding puzzles, we're good. I don't really feel like listening to this puzzle right now, so... I mean, the foresights are just, like, sitting there, right? So I might as well use them. Here's the crystal labyrinth we need. What type of crystal labyrinth is this? Looks like a regular crystal labyrinth. It just has tight wall placement over here. Oh, it's a crystal labyrinth with holes. Never mind. The one with holes are not too bad. It's the ones where you have to go up and down that are the worst. And we're done. Okay, cool. Part-time, thank you very much. Yeah, let's see. We do have a lot of hidden cubes, which are... I haven't heard any yet. I mean, I am listening for them. Here's our first puzzle radar over there. Oh, wait, we're not done? What am I missing? Thought I got that one. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our first puzzle radar. Here we go! So, hidden cubes. There are a lot just kind of around us. So here we go. Here's a hidden cube. I'm not sure if this hidden archway is up here in Autumn Falls. Looks like it's in Autumn Falls. I'm gonna mark that hidden archway up there. Did I call the ring an archway? Anyways. There's a match 3. I don't know, it does feel like it kind of trivializes the hitting puzzles quite a bit, because you can get a lot of them with one puzzle radar. Did I just see another puzzle radar on top? Oh, yeah, I did. Ooh. So, note to self, when we go back... Oh, man. When we go back to this match 3, there will be a puzzle radar on top of that mountain, and then there's also one that I just marked down under the mountain. What was I looking for here? Hitting cube? There it is. Okay. Let's backtrack. I wonder if I've unlocked additional puzzle radars, just from, like, the sheer amount of puzzles I've been able to knock out. So here's the next puzzle radar we'll grab, but let's get all the puzzles around in the meantime. Oh, I marked another puzzle radar. Jeez, they're, like, everywhere today, huh? Okay, snakes only and connect all cells. Alright, well, whoops. We have one of the tails of the snake over here already. Snakes only. Looks like we have both dark tails of the snake, so we can go ahead and kind of propagate the dark trail here. There we go. Get some intertwined spirals. Okay. Match 3, and then we're gonna get the puzzle up on top of this. Okay, match 3. What are we doing here? We need to make sure we don't mess up this upper section, leaving blocks up there. And... let's see, how are we going to handle this section? We need to get one of these pink blocks over. So how do we do that? This puzzle looks vaguely familiar, like I have looked at this puzzle and then noped out of it at some point. Okay, we are looking kind of close. Can we get these blocks over here to do a match 4 somehow? Oh, that was just a bit too much. How about if I do this first, then do this? Not quite what I'm trying to do. No, we need one of those to fall down. What if I do this? And then, no, that's not gonna do it. How else can we handle this? So that's not it. That's not it. That... is a maybe? Maybe. Yeah, let's see with this. No, we don't want to drop both of these down. We need a match 4 on these blue tiles up here. So what if we just drop one? Okay. Let's try handling this side first. No, it's just like... wants to be very difficult over here. Okay, what's causing us problems? This is causing us problems. Well, don't do that move. Don't do that move. That move was fine, okay. This move, I mean, it just seems like no way. What if we do this first, which we've done first already. So when I do this, it causes this to match up here. So what if we do this first and then do that? Okay, I mean, we're getting so close, but, like, we're just having one extra tile here. How do we get rid of all of those, but not ruin this? Like, no matter how we do this upper section, it seems to get rid of all of the blocks. Unless we do it like that, but then we still have a leftover block that we can't do anything with. And there just doesn't seem like any realistic way to get a match 4 over here with these blue pieces, so... What if we start with the bottom like this? Where does that leave us? Not in a good place. So these two moves are basically the same move. What if we do this? Hmm. I mean, I feel like it's both so close, but also, like, very not close. What about something wacky like this? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Something like... Can we set up a match 5, maybe? With the blue pieces? It doesn't really look like it. Oh, hold on. This is new. Okay. Let's do this, then let's do this. Yeah, there we go. We found it. We found it. Ooh, tough one. I feel like that puzzle looks super familiar. I must have, like, found it before and then noped out of it. Alright, so let's go Puzzle Radar again. Music Grid. Logic Grid. And we have a Puzzle Radar marked over there. We have 2 more things we can mark. Riverland Bridge, please go away. I'm gonna ask in the Discord after this, like, hey, I thought blah 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 was supposed to hide the stuff, but doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, let's get this leitmotif, and then there it is. That one would have been forever to find. Mark 1 over there, and then let's go ahead and do what we have marked. 1 symbol per light area, don't make a square. Okay, I think we're just gonna do this. Thank you. Easy points. Our puzzle radar still on even. Now we can grab the sightseer. This just looks like it's one of these trees that are kind of on the edge of the river, but looking over that way. So let's go down here, maybe? Yeah, this is looking like the tree, just to find the place to stand now. Good deal. Alright, let's go back up to this logic grid. This one. Alright, numbers off by 1. I thought something looked weird here. That can't do that. Whoops. Always, it's a ritual at this point to do the whole puzzle perfectly and then do the last move incorrectly. Oh yeah, let's turn in our Luminous quest while we're up here. Shifting mosaics or sentinel stones, that sounds horrible. Movement puzzles, 8 movement puzzles is like kind of a lot. I will, you know what, I'm gonna take a quick detour over to the Temple of Infinite Rings. I'm just gonna warp over there, so be right back in 1 second. On my way over here, I spotted a couple puzzles. There is, well, there's a puzzle radar over there for one, but there is a hidden pentad down here, and then over there was a wandering echo. So I'm gonna use the puzzle radar for the hidden pentad, just cause it makes it faster. Save a bit of time, you know? Kind of makes it trivially easy, but I don't mind. After you've done so many of them, it's kind of like, just get it over with, please. I'll come back for that Wandering Echo in a second. I want to capitalize on this radar while it's active. Okay, where are we looking in here? Some of these are actually kind of annoyingly hidden. They hit them on both sides of the wall right there. Alright. Wasted a super jump there, but I mean, waste is kind of a misnomer. What else was I going to use it for? Alright, we're parkouring up this cliff. Okay, I'm going to use the super jump here. Alright, cool. Let's get our ring game on now. Yoink. I don't think that one's in the Temple of the Armillary Rings, but Infinite Rings, whatever. Just want to hit up enough just to finish the daily quest here, I'm thinking. This one's kind of annoying. There we go. At some point, I need to, like, have an episode where I just go over here and, like, grind this out for a solid 30 minutes, however long it's going to take to get the 2 last rings that I need. Ooh. Oh, I missed one. I thought that was lined up perfectly, but then it was like, nope. Alright, 5 more. Gotta do little detours like this just to, first of all, keep the points coming in. Those cosmetics are, like, expensive. And at this rate, I don't know if I'm gonna finish the darn old, I don't know if I'm gonna finish all the cosmetics before I finish all the hub puzzles, to be honest. They are so expensive. There's still multiple pieces of clothing that cost, 10,000. How did we do here? Nope, no new puzzles found, but that's okay. Okay, let's go back to Autumn Falls and turn this in. I don't even really want to pick up the other quests. They don't feel like there's something I'm gonna do. Alright, let's go backtrack our markers and then pick up that other puzzle radar. How are we doing on time? 22, pretty good. What's this? One of these guys, okay. I love when that happens. Yoink, 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 yoink. I had to pause to respond to something really quick. Ooh, I don't think we have enough foresights for this one, so... Absolute degenerate right here, look at this. We did have enough, that's funny. Alright, I'm just gonna say sorry if music grids are your favorite puzzle, and I'm ruining them for you. I don't know if that's true though. I don't know if anyone agrees with that sentiment. I'm just kidding. I'm sure somebody does. I'm sure, like, even if you really like the music grids, the ones that are over and, like, shifting in phase are just, like, awful. Okay, we have dark dominoes. Alright, our C's are connected. D doesn't need to go anywhere. Let's seal off this. Not there. Seal off the C's from the B's. There we go. Okay, and then let's get A and B separated. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Let's look at what our, what our puzzle count is looking like. So no matchboxes, only 3 leitmotifs left in perspective, 3 hidden cubes, 3 archways, and 5 rings left in hidden, 6 grids left in grids, no movement, 5 match 3s. Yeah, that's it. Alright, let's see what we can find. I have a feeling this upper forest area we're pretty good on, so let's go down to the chasm. Okay, here's a logic grid. Ooh, glide ring. I forgot we did have glide rings. Yeah, that's my mistake. We are not done with glide rings. And another radar. Whoops, what did I mark? I, like, missed that radar. I marked the, was that Dyads in the Mist enclave up there? Can I unmark it, please? Thank you. Alright, got a lot more puzzles down here. I mean, a lot more is being a little liberal about it. It's like 3 more. Okay. Alright, I saw a match 3 here, and then I saw one kind of in the vicinity. Wow, this is a big match 3. Oh gosh, okay. Oh, cool, okay. Uh-huh. Yep, okay, cool. Alright, we can't just do that. How about if we do this? Alright. that match 3, when I saw how big it was, had me sweating beads for a second there, but was not as daunting in relation to its size. Any puzzles around this general area? This is the part from last episode where I just, like, jumped up here and then I saw, like, 20 sightseers and I was like, nope. It was actually, it was 7 in this general area. There were 5 over here and then there were 2 on the other side of that mountain. Let's go get these 2 grids I marked here. Let me put a waymark here. Boop. And then we can get this glide ring, and then hopefully it takes us down to that music grid, logic grid. It looks like it is not taking us down there. And I botched it because I was trying to go too fast. And I botched it again. Okay, let's go slower. There we go. Okay, and then this 3 pipper, and then we're gonna hit that puzzle radar, and then, that's probably gonna be it. Oh, and if you were wondering, last episode where I zoomed in on that puzzle radar, I legitimately did not know it was there. That was not scripted, but I did not... Ooh, there's 2 puzzles down here. I did not, go and, get that. I was like, man, I'm so done right now. So, puzzle radar went to waste. That's okay. They're not always gonna be productive. Anyways, we got 2 grids down here. Let's go. We have a dart matrix. Okay, connect all dark cells with a dark matrix. We have a starting point here. That's good. And then we have a bottleneck of sorts right here. So there's going to be 1 line of cells that go through here. Then it's going to go down and then, or up, and then go 1, and then it's going to kind of fill out over here. What's our hints for how this should start, though? So I feel like it has to start here. None of the rest are valid, because then the 5 is finished. And then this can come out like this. And then the 4 is finished. And then this is going to come over like this. And there we go. And then what do we have over here? Ooh, underclude. Underclude, don't make a stupid pattern, man. So don't make a diagonal off of a dark. Okay. So all the dark pieces need to be a checkerboard, is what it's saying. And no 5 in a row. What on earth? How is that relevant? Oh, okay. So we can keep going over here. Then this has to be like this. I guess we just checkerboard the rest of this with light pieces. I made a mistake. What am I missing here? Do we have any other 4 in a row spots we need to worry about? 5 in a row, rather. And this checkerboard pattern doesn't necessarily just translate to the grid. Like, we can't just keep filling this in down here. Can we? No, we can't. Okay. Must be missing something here. Oh, if we put a dark tile here, it causes problems here, so this has got to be light. Okay, cool. Alright. I think I've said this before, but I really like the underflood grids because you only have to solve, like, a little bit of the puzzle, and it takes a lot of the, tedium out of it. Alright, let's get this puzzle radar. And this is where we're going to call it for this episode, so we're going to try to grab everything we can see with this puzzle radar, and then finish solving everything, and that's where we will call it. And we'll see, we'll take a look at our progress one more time to see how many puzzles we have left. See how well we did on getting them all done. Oh, I don't like that I just found all of the match 3s, like, come on. Oh well. Alright, I see this hidden archway here, and then I see a hidden cube. Ooh, and a leitmotif too, oh no. Which one do I go for? I'm gonna get the hidden cube, and then general... you know what, I'll take that. Puzzle radar. We're not gonna get anything else with that puzzle radar, I'm just gonna use it to grab the leitmotif. And then there's one more hidden cube down here. I hear it, but I do not see it. There it is. Okay, and another puzzle radar. Wow. I think after I finish solving these puzzles I have marked, we'll go into save stats and take a look at what our progress is looking like. Just, like, gonna grab this now because no reason not to, really. There's, like, a second one over there. They don't stack, right? I think we tested that. The duration does not stack. Yeah. It just says I now have 60 seconds of puzzle radar. It does not say you've been added 60 seconds of puzzle radar. Okay. I will capitalize on this one and just go grab the hidden cubes. Hidden cubes? I mean hidden puzzles over here. Alright, let's draw the line at that, that match 3 over there. Not that it really looks like there's any more puzzles in this direction. We might have done them all. Alright, and where's this hidden arch? Okay. That's gonna be it for the radars, to be honest. Let's do all these match 3s and then be on our way. Okay, let's not start with that. Let's do that first. That looks kind of ugly. Let's not do that first. Let's do this first. Here we go. That looks better. Alright, perfect. Okay. So we just have a few match 3s, and then that's going to be it for today. Okay, what's happening here? This looks like it wants to go down. This looks a lot like one of the puzzles from the Match 3 Speed Challenge. Maybe it is. Maybe those are actual puzzles you can find in the world, the ones in the Match 3 Speed Challenge. The one that was over in Shady Wildwood. I don't know, just something felt familiar about that layout. Oh, wow, just knocking these out. It's nothing like that first one I did that took entirely too long. Alright, we got another one here. We need to pull this tan cell over. Okay. Wow, I'm getting like back-to-back match 3 perfect solves. What has the world come to? Alright, and if I recall, there was one more grid down here. Ah, it's a 5-picker, okay. We've got to make a dark snake, and it has to be one continuous snake, and then all of these symbols have to connect. Okay. Well, let's see. How are the bees going to connect? The bees! This A is going to have to go through this tile, so that has to belong to an A here, and then it's going to have to come through this tile, so that belongs to an A. B is going to have to go through here, so that belongs to a B. And then there's going to have to be some corners, because we are making a snake here, so how do we handle that? Because right now we can do like something like this. Not ready to commit to where the dead end of the snake is going to be. Let's just assume it's not up here. The dead end of the snake is going to have to be somewhere productive for separating two different letters, so does it make sense for the snake to go up here? No, it actually cannot go up there. It cannot go here either, so it's got to go down. Does it make sense to go this way? It makes sense to come this... Whoops. Nope. How are we going to get the C separated? Hold on. We have made a mistake. Okay, let's go back. So this was looking good so far. I feel like the head of our snake has to be like this, right? Yeah. Okay. So now we can say everywhere else is, we know it to be a snake, not dead end. So snake's gotta wrap around there to not close B in, weirdly. And then it's gotta separate A. Okay, perfect. Excellent. We finished a Wanderer's Quest. Cool. I don't remember picking that up. Let's look to see how many puzzles we have left. I'm curious to see how close we got to getting them all. Gotting them all, yeah. Good grammars. I am good grammar. Wrong button. Okay, here we go. So, we're missing one leitmotif. We are missing 3 hidden rings. We're missing 3 logic grids. 1 glide ring. Wow, that one's kind of a surprise. We got all the match 3s. Yeah, so that's it. Just 1 perspective puzzle, 3 hidden puzzles. We even got all the cubes. And 3 logic grids. And then a glide ring. Maybe I'll do a quick montage of jumping around and finding those, so I will be back shortly. So kind of interesting thing is happening here on the top right. I still see the power-up, what's it called? Like the buff indicator timer for the puzzle radar, but, I mean, I definitely don't have the power up. I am not finding anything. Kind of weird, but okay, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, anyways, I'm just seeing if I can find a puzzle radar. There's the leitmotif, actually. Let's go ahead and grab that one. I found it legitly. There's the glide ring, too. Yeah, can't accuse me of puzzle radar cheats. Alright. So that's the last leitmotif. Oh, here's the grid. Wow, okay, the episode's just gonna keep going, I guess. So no 4 in a rows. So I think we gotta start like this over here. Whoops. That over there. Let's see, to make a 5 without a 4 in a row in a 6, we need to do a light tile here or a light tile here. So these have to be dark. Then to make a 4, I think it's kind of the same situation. We have to have a dark tile here and here. That finishes those. Alright, prevent this one, and we can finish that. Prevent this, and finish this. Prevent that. We need a light tile here or here, so that one must be dark. Alright, okay, cool. And then let's get this flight ring up here, glide ring. Whoa, 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 okay. Almost got me. Almost made me mess up. Alright, and I will be back once I find more puzzles. Radar, let's go! And, just immediately grabbing the radar, there's nothing to be seen. Very interesting. And I know it's working because I can see that over there in the, Shady Wildwood, but we're not interested in Shady Wildwood today. Oh, here's one of the hidden rings. I just saw it. No, come back. There it is. Okay. I'm going to mark that and keep going this way. Looks like our little buff timer fixed itself. There's one of the logic grids. Trying to cover as much distance as I can, as fast as I can. And there's another hidden ring up there. If we can still find it. There it is. These ones that are just like out floating in the trees. Oh man. Alright. I'm gonna get these 2 puzzles on this island, and that's what we're gonna call it. Like, hard stop. So yeah. Just gonna drop down here, solve this grid, grab that ring, and then we are going to... Is it a hard stop? These are, like, terrible for planning. I do not know what to do about these puzzle radars. Well, I'm gonna grab it to find this hidden ring, because I'm not finding the hidden ring that I thought was over here. There's a grid. Here it is. Alright, 3. Connect all dark cells. I think we're just gonna want to go like this. Alright, cool. Grab this guy and then get the hidden ring, which I cannot find. Yeah, like, look at this. I have the ring marked. I just could not see it in all the leaves. Look at that. Jeez. Okay. I feel like this area over here... Yeah, I was lying about this being a hard stop. This area over here is somewhere we have not walked a lot with the puzzle radar, so let me do a quick run over here. Should be gliding to get more distance, which lets the puzzle radar cover more ground. No, we're really not finding anything. Okay, well... Oh, hold on. Hidden cube. Hidden cube 180 meters away, that's probably in the Verdant Glen. Well, we're still gonna take it. If I have any idea where it was. Nah, we're done. Wait, we're not done. I hear it. Is it inside the building? There it is. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be done now. Let's see how many puzzles we finished off with. Got all the perspective puzzles. Missing one hidden ring, that's pretty good. Missing one logic grid. And got everything else. So... we're missing 2 puzzles. Amazing. Alright, I'm gonna cut to save stats momentarily. Totally not going to look for the other puzzles off camera. This is actually kind of a funny sight right here. 2 puzzle radars right next to each other. Alright, well there's our grid. Well, I did a pretty considerable amount of flying around using puzzle radars to try to locate the last hidden ring, but no dice. So I'm just gonna do this grid I have marked, and that's gonna be it. I cannot find it. Looks like it's just some basic alphabet soup type of puzzle. Alphabet soup with dominoes, to be specific. Looks like it's kind of the simple kind of domino. Oh, one some upper light area. Whoops. Simple kind of domino. Messes it up. There we go. Okay, well, let's jump to save stats and see what our thing is looking like. Okay, we are here in save stats. And I mean, Autumn Falls is already starting to look a little thinned out, especially in the forested area near the Pearl. This area down here is still a disaster. I could not find that hidden ring, no matter where I looked. Which one is hidden rings? The brown ones, right? Yeah, the brown circles. So they're like all up here. I went over in this area with the hidden ring. Maybe I didn't go close enough to this island to check out this island with the radars. But I went like up through here. I went this way, and just could not find the last hidden ring. So, that's just how it is. Let's look at our overall stats page now. If I remember how to change pictures, there we go. All right. Hub puzzle 72%. We are at almost 80% Autumn Falls. I didn't think we would have a day where we get this close to being 100% of all the puzzles in the entire day this soon, but that was a pretty significant amount of puzzles. We do have 5 puzzle radars unlocked. I don't remember if that's more or less than last time, but 5 is pretty good. I mean, it's more than Lucian Waters. Lucian Waters is a little bit smaller, but yeah. And then overall, we have 66 out of the 360 lost grids. I think I'm just going to sprinkle those in. Rather than trying to do some lost grids and then doing the area, I think I'm going to focus on having one or the other episodes, so I'm not jumping back and forth. especially because some of those lost grids just take really long. Maybe I'll do like hour-long special or something where I just work on the lost grids cluster the whole time. Maybe try to clear all the lost grids clusters out in one day. I forget how many spawn over there. Does this map show? Do one of these maps show how many spawn in the cluster? No, it does not. I would have to run over there and count them, I guess. But anyways, yeah, doing pretty good so far. Um, that's gonna be it for this episode, I think. So I will see you next time. Bye.